Kim, just looking at the stat sheet, and having watched the game, obviously Moon with the great second quarter and first half, but you have Dee, Melissa, and Moon, all three of them filling up the stat sheet, coming off a loss. How much did you need those veteran players to, be right at the heart of everything y'all did tonight?
Did you say you didn't watch the game?
No, I did watch it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Experience, Chad. Experience. Talk to the younger players about you have to be ready when opportunity knocks. Jordan Oliver's been in quarantine, probably had no idea she'd get an opportunity to start. You got to be ready when opportunity knocks. So who do you rely on? Most coaches rely on the most experienced players in their lineup. I thought that Melissa might have had one of her finest games this year. She let the game come to her early. She had a couple turnovers. She settled in and quit doing that. She battled on the board. She made shots for us in the clutch. She involved her teammates, and she didn't take a break. She's played the whole game. I thought Moon, I could have kept her in there to get her career high, but the kid was extremely fatigued. She gave you everything she had. She was our second leading rebounder. And then Dee Dee, in the second half, I put her on Asbury. So yes, experience matters, and those three kids are our most experienced players.
And then in the second quarter, it seemed like you guys were just picking them apart to get inside baskets. Were you pleased to see the kind of ball movement and shots that y'all got?
Well, I was pleased that we got post touches. I was not pleased that we're just not finishing layups. But more important than not finishing layups, that's part of basketball. 11 of our 19 turnovers are by post players. You can't beat good teams if that happens, because we're going to come to you. That is who we are. Baylor's going to have post touches. We got to quit turning the basketball over.
Excellent. Thanks.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Kim, they had gotten it down to single digits. Y'all had, ended the first half on a 5-0 run with 2 layups by Moon, and then started that third quarter on a 10-0 run. How big was that, just to kind of stretch it out and get a little separation?
Well, if you'll remember, we had a 16-point lead and they cut into it. So at the end of, the second quarter before halftime, we did have a little run there, and that was important. You got it back to 14. Very important. I always believe that, this is a game of runs. You're on the road. You don't want them to cut into it. We want to grow, get better as a team, and extend it. So I thought the way we ended the half and the way we started the second half was very, very positive.
Kim, you talk about experienced players. Trinity Oliver, redshirt junior. Thought she gave you some good minutes off the bench too, and eight points, I think 4 rebounds.
She did, and Trinity, she's just one of those that she understands what we want, and I thought this was a game that she could really help us, and she did. She was big for us tonight.
You talked about Melissa with a couple of turnovers. She had that one behind the back that went to backcourt. Did you glare at her a little bit? Did you talk to her?
Well, it wouldn't matter. She wouldn't look over there if I did. She knows that wasn't a good pass. Melissa has some flair to her game. I want kids to have flair to their game, but make sure you complete the pass.
All right, Michelle.
Yeah, Coach, I know you've talked about this, but to me, Moon is kind of a story we don't see as much anymore. The kid who just, bides her time and, stays loyal and is, is really having, a senior season. I think she deserves. What is that? How you sort of see her career?
Absolutely. You knew what you had in Moon when you recruited her. You had an unbelievably chiseled looking athlete. People would pay for her body. She has unbelievable leaping ability for her size, quickness for her size. She just came in when we had, a team that won a national championship, and she just battled every day. She guarded people every day. She got better. She learned the system. And this is an example of the type of athlete and the type of student athlete you need more of today. Most of them would bail out on you after 1 or 2 years, but Moon, she's going to go down in the history of our program as one of the all-time favorite kids. She makes things happen. She's just pleasant to play with. She's pleasant to coach, great student. And those are the kind of stories you do need to write about because she's having one heck of a year.
Did you sort of feel like, was this more defensively? Did you feel like you guys were more yourselves and than against Iowa State? And I realize Iowa State, you had
Absolutely.
no preparation time.
Iowa State exposes not just us, but a lot of people defensively. You have to make decisions on perimeter shooters with post players out of their comfort zone, having to go out there. I thought we did a lot of good things on guarding Mac. I thought we did some good things guarding Asbury, and we did a lot of help the helper. And when you look, you know they're going to put up the most shots. But I thought, what'd we do? Hold Mac to like 9 of 22, and Asbury was 5 of 16. I'll take that any day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Andrew, followed by Chad.
Yeah, Coach, you just talked about your defense there a little bit. Defensively, what do you see that you can still improve on, moving forward to just play more complete defensive ball?
Well, just experience, just becoming more comfortable with each other. You had 5 mostly in the game that have been in the program that kind of know each other. Now, it's my job to try to figure out of the young ones, how can I put them in to have some success? And they know what the other teammates like to do, where they like to get the ball. And then on defense, who can help who without, exposing us. It just comes with playing together. And that's where your practices are so valuable. It's for the young players mostly.
Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chad.
Kim, you talked about rebounding yesterday, and I noticed at halftime it was 27-17. You guys had a pretty good margin in rebounding there. Obviously on the road, you seem like you worked the game plan, a lot like you wanted to in the first half.
Well, I think our reputation is we're going to defend you and we're going to rebound the ball. And when you're on the road, you can only give them one shot. You can't let people have a bunch of offensive rebounds. There were some spurts there where they got some on missed free throws. They got some second chance on missed free throws, and we've got to look at film and work on that. But for the most part, I thought we understood the value of give them one shot. The worst thing of the whole night is our post turning the basketball over.
Moon, obviously a great start to the game, and you guys had, I believe it was an extended 15-0 run there. How big was that to get out to a good start in this game?
It was huge. That gets our motor going. That allows us to get into the flow a little bit and just have fun. I think once we settled and got comfortable, that's when we went on that run. So it's huge for us to get out there. We just gotta learn how to keep our foot on the gas pedal and just break games open.
Was that just flow, or was the offense coming through you? I think you scored 16 points in the first half.
No, I think my teammates was just finding me. I was just taking open shots. We was getting out, running on fast breaks. So I think all of that was part of it. I think we did a good job finding each other tonight.
Thanks, Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, go ahead.
Moon, speaking of your teammates finding you on fast breaks, how much fun is it to go to the halftime locker room after making a couple of, getting a steal and making a layup, and then getting a pass from Didi and making a layup to finish the first half?
It's fun. Extra fun because I got a little break because I was a little winded out there. But it's fun going into halftime like that. You go in with the momentum. You're just saying, let's keep it up. So getting off to those breaks, showtime.
Now, you mentioned that needing a little bit to get a breather. You and Didi and Melissa, I just noticed, sat a combined 5 minutes. So y'all basically all went the whole game. Is that an indication that y'all are kind of all back to mid-season shape after that break?
Well, we don't have a choice, really. That's just mental toughness. That's just keep pushing. But we'll get there. Obviously, we've been off for a little bit, and it's just going to take some time. But games like this definitely help. Our practices definitely help, and we'll get back to shape. And so,
excellent. Thanks.
Thank you.
Anything else for Moon? Jerry Hill, go ahead.
Moon, Gusters had struggled a little bit in that last game, didn't get to play a lot. How important was that for her to kind of bounce back and particularly have a strong fourth quarter?
Well, she's getting her feel for the game. She's a freshman. She has a lot to learn, but she's been doing well. And we just got to get her confidence level up. We just got to keep reminding her that she's a great player. She's basically unstoppable in there. And once she learned how to play with us, once she settled down, she's going to be a big help to this team. So I'm glad she got some minutes out there tonight. She bounced back off of that game from last time, and she did what she had to do tonight.
How motivated were you guys after Saturday?
Extremely. That was crazy, but we have to be motivated this entire season, and whether we do it ourselves as a team with our coaches, we have to find a way to keep winning ball games and to keep doing the best we can. So it was extremely motivating. We're not trying to break another streak. We're trying to defend our territory, defend our Big 12 championship.
All right, Chad.
Moon, coach stress rebounding. I think maybe a couple of y'all talked about rebounding the other day in the the pre-game press conference. And obviously Oklahoma State is a really good rebounding team. I noticed at halftime y'all were up 27-17 in that category. Ended up winning that by 11. But I mean, were y'all pleased with that? Could you tell coach was pleased with what y'all did on the boards?
We got to get better. Our posts got their hands full basically every game. So us guards, we got to get in there and help them rebound. There's some of them we just missed, bouncing off our hands. So I think we could do better, definitely. But I think overall, we're starting to get better as a team, boxing out, finding the ball, just being in the right spot. But our guards, definitely, we got to work on that, just getting there, relieving our post a little bit. But I think overall, we did a well job.